Hello and welcome to Paper Plays Julie K. Thanks so much for stopping by and spending some time with me, and today I have a design team package to share with you guys for Angel Dream Crafts, along with a haul of some items that I purchased from Angel Dream Crafts. And again, if you guys are new to my channel, Angel Dream Crafts is a store on Etsy owned by Kim, and she sells beautiful laces and trims, bling, embellishments, just to name some of the items. And if you open up that description box below, I do have a link to her store along with the other ladies who are participating in the design team, and also some of the past projects that I have done for Kim. There are some really fun ones that I've done. And so this month she sent quite a wide variety of items for me to use from her store, lots of fun things. And so I'm just going to start off with the little embellishments that I received in my package. She does have these really cute metal pieces, and you do get 2 in a set. And these are really fun. You could definitely use these on junk journals, and I think that they're light enough that if you had a good scissors that cuts through metal, you could cut these and put them into 2 different pieces. They'd be kind of fun to put on maybe some edges of some junk journals. Or you could add some sort of embellishment to the middle of them also, like that, which I think would be really cute. And I've had metal pieces like this in the past, very similar, and they're very easy to paint. So if you don't like the color of them, you can easily paint them with some chalk paint. Or you could also use your alcohol inks on them and change the color. So you can change them up. You don't have to leave them as silver, but they are really cute as silver. And then she sent the most exquisite bling this time. This is so beautiful. Look at that. It's kind of a champagne gold color along with rhinestones and a little pearl dangling off the bottom. And you get 2 in a set, but isn't that exquisite? It's just very elegant looking. I really love this one. This one would be so pretty paired underneath a picture of like a vintage photo or something. It's just really elegant looking. And then she does carry some really fun different little embellishments in her store. And last month I worked with some rose cabochons, and this time she sent some beautiful little vintage ladies. And you get quite a few there in a set. So those will definitely be fun to work with. And then she also sent some beautiful little wood buttons. And these ones I think kind of have a little bit of a travel theme to them. Most of them kind of have a Paris theme, but I have a couple that have New York stuff on them, like the Statue of Liberty. And I think one of mine says New York on it too. But the rest all seem very Parisian or Paris themed, with the Eiffel Tower, the word Paris. There's one that I think had like Paris in the springtime, and there's like some little spring buds on that one. So a wide variety in that pack that you get, but definitely fun to use on all sorts of things. I think this would be really cute on a cover of a junk journal, or maybe on a box, or some other type of little embellishment that you make, like a tag or something. Those would be really cute on that. And then in my design team package, Kim also sent some really fun book pages. She does have dictionary pages and different book pages. This one looks like it's written in German, and it's vintage, and it has really nice paper on this. I have quite a few vintage books, but none of them have paper like this one. You can almost see like the little pieces of fiber in the paper on this one. I don't know if it's going to show up, but it's really nice feel to it, and it seems a little bit more sturdy than some of the other vintage pages that I've gotten out of books. So you get quite a few. And then she also sent these really cute vintage mail tags also to decorate, so those will be fun to work with. I'll probably use the paper on those. And to go through some of the laces and appliques that she sent. So this time she sent this really nice applique, and it's quite large, as you guys can see. Almost 2 hand sizes, I guess. So quite large. And what's really fun about this one is there's a lot of pieces that you can take apart and use on different projects. So she has the little ribbon roses on there, these little flowers in the middle, these gold ones with sequins on them. There's another ribbon rose, and you can definitely cut apart the little applique parts and use them on projects. If you guys go back and look in the description box, some of my past projects, I created an altered file folder, and I use a different applique from Kim's store on that one, but this one I could definitely see using in the same type of application, cutting it up and using pieces on an altered file folder, or even the top of a box, or even the cover of a journal. This would be really pretty. So again, that's the applique up close. And I think this might be some Clooney lace that she has in her store. Really pretty. And this one, you could definitely, if you wanted to just cut off the top part of this, you could do that with this one, or leave it as is. But this Clooney lace is always very elegant to touch. It's really soft. It's a really pretty lace. And again, Kim carries all sorts of fun dangles in her shop. And so here's kind of a cotton one. Has a little bows, and it looks like little grapes hanging off of it, but really fun one. This one you could easily cut up and use just the little pieces as embellishments, or cut off the top right here, and this would make a nice border trim, and then you'd still have this bottom half left over with the bows and the grapes. So really cute trim. I like that one. And she has all sorts of new laces in her store, or antique or vintage laces, and I know she has a lot of eyelet lace right now, until she did send kind of this off-white color eyelet lace, which is really fun. And here's another gorgeous kind of embroidered lace. This one has flowers on it. It reminds me of the one that I had last month. That was pink, but it was smaller with 3 flowers. This one's kind of a ecru or an off-white vintage color. And really gorgeous. It's sheer, but it has the little embroidered flowers on it. Really pretty lace. And another exquisite lace. This one's kind of in a champagne color. This one's really pretty. I think it's a Venice lace with the flowers. And again, this one you could easily cut up and just use the little snippets on it to put on things, or use it as is, but it's a really pretty lace. And then the last thing in my design team package was another one of her dangle trims. And I have to tell you guys, Kim has so many fun dangles in her shop, and she always gets in all sorts of different ones, and I know they're really popular, so they go pretty fast. And again, I think this one's a pretty popular one. She has another leaf one too that I've worked with that I really like. I think this is my first time working with this one. But it's really fun with the leaves, and you could of course cut it up and just use the top, or the little top piece up here, and then the little dangles. And you could definitely just use the dangle pieces to go around some sort of image too, or just frame something. So you don't necessarily have to leave it as a dangle, but of course this one would be a fun one to use on a doily book, or hanging off of a wall hanging, layered up with a couple other dangles. But another gorgeous, gorgeous dangle trim from her shop. And so those were the items that I picked up in my design team package. And then shortly after Kim got my design team package ready, she got some new things in her store. And because I know she sells out really fast with certain things, there was a couple things that I wanted to get my hands on just to use on some projects, but also just to have in my stash, so that when the perfect project came up, I had them, and I didn't have to worry about whether or not she'd have it in her store. But I do love this type of fringe dangle lace, and she got 3 different colors in her store. And she got the white and kind of this coffee or tea colored vintage one, and the pink one. And I've had the white one before that I've used, and I think I've run out now. I've had a few snippets that I've been using here or there on some of my past projects, but I'm out of this one. So she got it in her store, and I was really excited about it because I can't find it locally. And so it's just a nice dangle trim in white. And then I couldn't help myself, and I picked up it in pink because she had it in pink. And she also had it in this vintage color, which I think would be really pretty. And they all have a little bit of a shimmer to them, so they're really pretty in person, which I'm not quite sure that the camera is going to pick up that little shimmer, but all 3 of them had the little bit of shimmer to them. So, and then this trim I picked up just because Kim had it in her store again, and I was excited about it. It's one of those ones that she has in her store quite often and sells out. And while I was ordering the fringe trim, I had to order some of this, and I ordered double. She does get it in 3s. And This one's really fun because you definitely want to cut this one up, I think, and use the individual hearts. But like last month I created those little scissor holder pockets or pouches or cases, whatever you wanted to call them, and this would have looked fun, would have been fun to use on the front of the pocket, and you could have put a little embellishment in the middle of that flower or a piece of bling. That one might be a little big for that, but you guys get the picture. But really fun little applique type lace that you would most likely cut up, but you wouldn't have to on that one. And kind of the same idea, but this one is with butterflies. So that one I will be cutting up and just using the little individual butterflies on projects. Then she had this really fun lace. It's little violets. It's purple. And this was so pretty. And I ended up ordering 2 yards because I do have a friend that really loves violets. And so at some point I will be making her something with part of this trim. So I had to pick up extra just because it's such pretty trim. And it almost looks vintage to me. I don't know if it is or not, but it looks vintage, or it has that vintage feel. So you could definitely use it on a vintage project. And then she had this cute little tiny lace, which I love the smaller laces and trims to edge out things. And it had the little flowers on, or not flowers, hearts on it. And with Valentine's Day coming up, that's really cute trim. So I picked some of that up. And then I picked up this champagne embroidered trim. I used this on the altered file folder that I created for Kim's shop for one of my very first design team projects, and I fell in love with this lace, so when she got it back in her store I had to pick up some more of it. And I know in the past she has also had this in like a white and pink, where this one's kind of the champagne color and a little bit darker pink on this one. But this one I just think is really elegant, and I had so much fun working with this one, and I used up every last bit of piece of this one the last time. So I had to pick up more of that one. And then this one, another embroidered one that she had in her store, was this one. And I had to pick that one up also, because I think this one will be a lot of fun to work with too. And then I picked up some more. I knew I had gotten some of these in my design team package, but I had to pick up more because I love doing vintage themed project, and these are such pretty cabochons, so I had to pick up more of those. And then also last month I had gotten the rose cabochons, the shabby chic kind of rose colored cabochons in her store last month for my design team package, and so I picked up more of those because those are really fun to work with and fun to add to different things. And then I also, the last couple things I picked up were, she had these really cute hearts with the little pink gems in the middle and then the rhinestones on the outside, so I had to pick some of those up. And then she also carries just some individual, besides the rhinestone chain that she carries in her store, she has some of the individual rhinestone pieces. And so I picked some of those up too, just to add to different projects. And so that was my little bit of haul, and also the design team packages that I picked up. So again, I just want to thank everybody so much for watching today. And again, if you are interested in any of the items that I shared with you guys today, you can open up my description box and follow the link to Kim's store on Etsy, which is AngelDreamCraftsKim. And until next time, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day and happy crafting.